The day our divorce was finalized, I sent her a single bouquet, white lilies, the one flower she couldn't stand. Tucked between the petals was a card that read, "Meeting confirmed. Your assistant." She had left the courtroom with a grin, thinking she'd claimed victory. The house, my company shares, even the allegiance of friends we once shared. But by the time she read that card, her accounts had been drained, her lover suspended, and her career was already unraveling. Once, I would have protected Claire with my life. She was grace personified, poised and articulate in public, calculating and cold behind closed doors. We were the couple people admired. Unshakable, they said, and I believed it, too, until the space between our conversations became more vast than the silence in an empty house. Her scent started lasting longer than her presence, especially after those endless late nights at the office. It was never just one moment. It started with small things. The laughter I didn't hear at home, but caught on the other end of phone calls. I'd ring her office, and her secretary Jasmine would answer, too cheerful, always vague. And one day, just before the line dropped, I heard it. Claire's soft laugh and a man's voice whispering something, followed by Jasmine saying, "Just tell him I'm in a meeting." I didn't confront her. Not then. Instead, I watched. I waited. 3 weeks later, I arrived at her office unannounced, earlier than scheduled. She wasn't there, but her laptop was. No lock screen, no barriers, just an open tab, a calendar labeled Claire, Personal. I clicked. 5 entries, 3 with a divorce attorney. 2 others, coffee dates under Jasmine's name, but not in her building, in his. A was Andrew, her legal counsel, married, expecting a child. She'd built an escape plan, a flawless one, except it didn't include me. I played the part, loving husband, loyal, predictable. While she schemed, I moved quietly. I transferred my prime business assets offshore, safe and out of reach. Then I turned my attention to Jasmine, not Claire. Jasmine. Turns out, Jasmine had a soft spot for money. She sold me everything, emails, voice recordings, even a conversation where Claire detailed how she'd leave me stripped of everything but my pride. Jasmine was well compensated. And somewhere on a beach now, probably sipping rum, far away from the story, Claire served the papers with a smug little tilt of her head. "Let's keep this civil," she said. I agreed. We finalized fast. She assumed I was too broken to fight. She walked away with everything visible. But what mattered was already moved, buried, erased. Her lawyer, Andrew, convinced her to take a lump sum. That worked to my advantage. Better still, I sent an anonymous message to his wife with everything. Pictures, recordings, the affair spelled out in digital ink. By the time Claire raised a toast to her freedom, Andrew was packing his things into motel drawers. And her new mansion? That one she refinanced using my signature? Well, forgery is a serious offense. I held on to that little document like a key in my pocket. We met for drinks. Her idea. Rooftop bar. She wore red. She always did when she thought she'd won. "To new beginnings," she said, glass raised. I clinked mine gently. "To freedom," I replied. "You took this better than I expected," she said, eyebrows raised. I smiled. "No, Claire, I took it exactly how you expected." Then I slid the documents across the table. Bank statements with zeroed accounts. Transcripts of her recorded conversations with Andrew. And at the bottom, the forged loan. Her signature above my printed name. Her expression fractured. What is this?" "Evidence," I said calmly. "Fraud. Infidelity. Conspiracy. You wouldn't dare." I looked at her, unshaken. "You scheduled your escape well, Claire, but you forgot mine." She left, pale and trembling. The next morning, my attorney reached out. A simple proposal. All evidence sealed, provided she agreed to disappear completely. No contact, no future claims. Her acceptance came before noon. Andrew lost everything in the divorce. Jasmine vanished from the country. And me? I walked through the ashes untouched. They thought I was a fool in their story. But I was the one writing the final chapter. Not loud, just prepared. And that made all the difference.